Now in Paris, a park has opened along the city's landmark River Siene. The path used to be open to cars only, but the city's mayor is attempting to make Paris greener. Adefemi Akin-sanya has the story.
90% of Parisians are exposed to air pollution every day. And the city's transit commissioner says motor vehicles are responsible for 66% of that. In response, the local government has transformed the lower embankment of the River Siene, a former motorway, into a park area for pedestrians and cyclists.
There you have it, a new park. You were dreaming of a park in the middle of the Seine, and now we have it.
The $9 million project is part of the city's car-free streets plan to make way for more bike lanes and public transport. As part of the project, Hidalgo banned cars from a large section of the Seine riverbank in September. This sparked fierce backlash from pro-car advocates and suburban politicians. Despite the criticism, Hidalgo says she'll be pushing her pedestrianisation measures even further, a move welcomed by many.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic, really pleasant, a city with no cars. That's what I dream of when I think of a sustainable city, a modern city. For me, it's a great achievement. I'm very happy.
But not everyone is celebrating. Closing roads to traffic are measures common in bike-friendly cities like Copenhagen and Amsterdam. But in Paris and its wider metropolis, 11 million people rely on cars to get around and fear the closure will make traffic worse.
In terms of traffic, we'll see if this project is really viable, but that's all happening. So we'll have to find a solution for traffic. But I think that for quality of life, it's a good thing.
Paris has long been one of the world's most visited cities, but numbers have dropped sharply after terror attacks in 2015. And some have accused Hidalgo of promoting tourism at the expense of a Paris for its people. Adefemi Akin-sanya, TRT World.
Well, let's cross now to our editor-at-large, Craig Copetas, who is in Paris. Craig, good to see you there. I'm sure you've been down in the park enjoying the Parisian springtime. How's it been received?
Well, at best, it's a Pyrrhic victory here, because what has not been getting out is, although this sounds great, there's an obvious pitfall. It hasn't reduced pollution, it's just displaced it or intensified it in other parts of the city because the cars and the trucks, delivery trucks, are going there. They tried the same thing back in 2013 on the left bank. They shut down that quay, and the same thing happened. So there's quite a few angry people here, and all of them are saying this is fine. Do it on the weekends, but not during the week, because there's really not that many people at these parks during the week. Everyone's working.
Obviously, then there's doubt about how effective it's going to be. Those are sceptical, but there could be another use, as I understand. We saw in the report there. Could it be another Parisian tourist attraction?
Well, that's the big thing, and that's what the big criticism against Mayor Hidalgo is, that she has been on a campaign to turn the city of Paris into a museum for tourists. It's no longer Paris for the Parisians. So you see quite a coalition of folks against her, including workers, truck drivers, people who have to take their kids to school. And there's not the urban transport infrastructure to get people around as she wants. At the same time, she's doing gimmicks like holding a Formula E electric car race in Paris. She's trying to get the VLib bike program here changed so there will be electric bikes. In a very weird move, she changed the rules here so cyclists no longer have to stop at a red light in some instances, so they can just go through. So I've noticed more accidents on the streets over the past few months.
But Craig, even the harshest critics of Mayor Hidalgo and environmental policies have to accept, I presume, that something has to be done.
Well, yes, it does, and there has been a move, and the Parisians and all of France are very much behind it, moving to electric vehicles and hybrid vehicles, and everyone here is very much into that. So people are asking Hidalgo, if we're making these moves to go electric, why can't you keep these areas open and just close them down on the weekend when people go out and enjoy them?
OK, Craig, as always, thank you very much.